Hello everyone, thank you all for coming to my channel. My name is Ariana Marche, and if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you back again, what's up girl? And if you will, please take a moment to go ahead and follow all of my social medias, and don't forget that you guys can write me at writedivineguidance@gmail.com. So let's get into this video. Today, of course, is another Divine Goddess video where I help guide you through life and all its dilemmas. And today's topic is you are the joke. This is not wine, y'all, don't worry. This is my little orange juice. I'm talking about orange juice, apple juice, cause I ain't got no wine on me right now. So yeah. But we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. All right. Sister girl, I know how it feels to be the butt of the joke. You can think that you laughing with people all day. Whole time, you're the one that's being laughed at. Whole time, you're the joke. You're the one that doesn't get taken seriously. You're the one that people could play with and they know it. You're the one that they can use and abuse whenever they feel like, because you are the butt of the joke. But can I ask you something? From 2023 on out, can you stop being the butt of people's joke? You're not tired of being played with? I don't know, sis. Just from 2023 on forward, stop letting these people play with you, and you stop playing with yourself, and maybe you wouldn't be the butt of the joke. But in case you may be lost right now, let me show you what being the butt of the joke may sound or look like. And I'm going to also show you why you be the butt of the joke and how to go about it from this day that you catch this video on forward, sis. So number one, being the butt of jokes may look like people highlighting your flaws. All right. So be careful of this. This is the number one tactic that people try to use to make you the butt of the joke. And this is basically when people highlight your flaws or things that are abnormal about you and start to make jokes out of it. So be careful about that. People may say, oh, I'm just playing, but no, they're not. That's what they truly picked up on about you, and they're just masking it as a joke. Do not let people play on your top like that. And they do this especially when they're in front of other people. Y'all been friends for a long time. You've been knowing this, but you wait until we in front of people to want to start playing on that. So just watch out for that when they try to highlight your flaws. And two, the personal sneak disses. This is when people take your personal life of things that you told them, catch my drift, things that you told them, meaning that you need to keep your mouth shut from this point forward. That's when they take it and weaponize it and use it against you, but they'll do it so subtle. They'll kind of do it like in a way where you think they joking. It's like key, but nah, it's really like, yeah. So you really got to watch that too. Definitely don't let people use that against you, but they wouldn't be able to if you would keep your mouth closed, sis. So watch who you tell your business to, because a listening ear will also be a running mouth. And I threw one in here for the males as well, because sometimes y'all be the butt of the joke too. So this one is, I guess, a little bonus one, because I do have guys that watch my channel. So shout out to y'all. And number three, we just gonna title this one, I guess, for the males. Or no, matter of fact, we gonna title that one The Punching Bag Boy, the errand boy. That's what we gonna title this one. So this one is for the males, number three, and we gonna title this one The Errand Boy. So for dudes, I noticed that this goes on in guy friendships as well. But if they sending you to always be the one to run the errands, or anytime females come around, all of a sudden they want to slap box with you. I don't know if like y'all grew up in the hood or whatnot, but I mean, I'm gonna keep it real, which is pretty as I am. Yes, I'm from the hood. So boys, the way they be stunned, they all of a sudden want to slap box in front of girls and all this other little weird stuff. And if you the one that the homies always want to slap box on, like they don't do it with each other, just you, and it be everybody trying to slap box with you, baby. Hate to tell you, but you the joke in the friendship. You are most definitely the joke. And then not only that, but in the midst of just play boxing or whatever, all of a sudden they want to get serious with you just to try to test you, just to see if you really like that or not. So y'all definitely need to watch out for that. And if y'all get serious, baby, don't let that boy play with you like that. Do not let that man play with you like that, honey. And they always want to put themselves in competition with you, especially when it comes to females and things like that, knowing that they may have the upper hand. They may, be more into fashion, maybe better looking, better build, better car, more money, whatever. They always try to put themselves in competition with you or compare themselves to you, and always try to highlight, well, this about you or that about you. Baby, you the butt of the joke in that friendship group, and it's definitely time to get you some new friends, my boy. But I know that happen in male friend groups, but I don't think it happens as often as it does in female friendships, because females are just a little bit more shady. I don't really think guys have too many problems within like their friendships, because their stuff is kind of more so built on, respect and principles. And I think for the most part, they all do stick to it. So yeah, but if I just described you or anything that didn't happen within your friendship, get up out of there, boy. And number 4, back to the ladies. Number 4 is what I like to call the stupid test. And this happens when you with like your day one friends, or just even inside of your friend group, and like I said, you the one that's always the joke or whatever the case may be. They always try to make you feel stupid about something. So it's like anything you say, I was like, what? Like, huh? What are you talking about? That don't make sense. Or you try to share a memory with them that y'all always laugh at, and y'all probably in front of other people, and they acting like, what? I don't remember that. Or acting like it ain't that funny. Like whole time y'all be behind closed doors, dying at this stuff, but all of a sudden it's just like, what? Like they always trying to make you feel stupid. Anything that come out of your mouth, it's like, like, baby girl, cut it out. Cut it out. And a lot of y'all be failing the stupid test. Like, don't let people get that comfortable playing with you. And don't let you be somebody like me that have anxiety sometimes when you're around a crowd of people, and then you trying to speak and you accidentally mess up or slur your words or whatever the case may be. They're going to laugh at you and keep bringing it up the rest of the day. Like, they're going to keep purposely mocking you. They're going to always find a way to make you the butt of the joke. And number 5, this is what I like to call soft bullying. Something a little subtle, not too much, just finna check your temperature first, and then we gonna progress as we go. And this is basically when the person will really try to take any small thing, any small disagreement that you guys may have, anything small, and I'm talking about small, y'all, and try to blow it up and make it an issue just so that they can set themselves against you purposely, or look for a reason to try to fight you or bully you or pick at you in any type of form, way, fashion. And it starts off real subtle, because at first people like to check your temperature first just to see, like, is she gonna stand up for herself? Is he or she gonna, step about themselves the way that they supposed to? And if not, this person will gradually get bigger at what they're doing and trying to take small things and blowing them up just to make you the butt of a physical joke. They really want to be able to physically get at you. I used to have this friend group that I was in back in high school, and I literally was always the butt of these girls' jokes. Like, I think I've told y'all stories about them before, and it was like me and three other girls. One was always very cool, like chill and laid back. Me and her had kind of a similar personality when it came to like the friendship group or whatever, but she was more so like really quiet and chill. And she would never really say anything when stuff went on. She would kind of be the one that would kind of just watch. She wouldn't entertain it, but she wouldn't say anything either. And like the other two girls, they were more so close. So I was kind of the one that was the butt of the joke because they were kind of in a way like protect her or whatnot. And they would always do little stuff like picking at me or like the things that I did or the things that I liked or the way that I dressed, because I didn't really dress provocative or like in ways that showed my shape. Like, one day I'll tell y'all really like a story about like, my life, my personality, like who I really am like on the inside. But I was really like a good girl growing up. Like, when it came to school, I kind of did my work and went home. I didn't bother nobody. And one of the girls, she would any chance she got, y'all, I'm telling y'all, she would try to find a reason to just do the most when it came to me. But you know why she was able to? Was because I was not standing up for myself. I didn't know how to allow it, and I didn't know how to not allow it and not to take it. Which, I mean, yes, I did try to speak up, but we'll get more into that towards the end of the video. But of course, like, it came with the gaslighting and things like that. And I remember one time we was in class. She came to my class for that period, and we was talking, having like a group discussion with everybody that was sitting at our table. And there was something that I didn't agree with her on. And me, like, I'm not going to be afraid to be different or be the one like, hey, I don't really agree, but I wasn't making fun of her. I wasn't talking down. I'm just like, well, nah, I wouldn't really do that, in the situation. This would be me, woo, woo, woo. And like, she just got so mad, and she tried to get up and like cause this big scene, y'all, like tried to fight me. And I'm just like, it's not that serious, and I'm not gonna fight you over something so freaking small. Like, we don't have to agree. You your own woman, I'm my own woman. We don't have to agree on everything just because we're friends. And so she got up in the class and made this scene. And one of the girls, but this is how you know, that's why I say most bullies, they not really as big and bad as you may think that they are, or as they may try to portray themselves to be. Let me say that, because I knew she wasn't like that. But the thing is, most bullies, they play with who they know that they can get away with it with. And if they feel like you somebody that wouldn't nobody have they back, like they could really try to corner you, then you're gonna be they target. And especially for me, I was really like shy and soft spoken, didn't really do too much. Like, I really don't even know why that was my friend group, y'all, but it was. And one of the girls in there, I guess they had some type of beef. I didn't even know about it, but she was like, why you picking with her? When we supposed to fight? You didn't have this energy then. Like, why you didn't have that energy with me? Woo, woo, woo. Like, why is you coming to her all because y'all don't agree? Like, ain't that supposed to be your friend? Like the girl was taking it like, this your homegirl, but you want to fight her just because y'all having a disagreement? Where was that energy with me when I was trying to fight you? And like, she was just quiet, and all of a sudden she got mad and stormed out the room. So, child, I'm telling you, if you feel like somebody is superior to you, which I mean, that wasn't my case. I didn't feel like the girl was superior to me. But like I said, I was so shy and outspoken, I never really just stood up the way that I needed to. So it gave her that feeling that she was. So don't let people feel like they're superior to you and that they could play with you and try to corner you. Because half the time, they don't have that energy with other people. People will play with who they know that they can play with or they feel like they can play with because they've seen you in action and that you're not really gonna do anything to their knowledge. But my thing is, had she had to touched me, it would have been on and popping and cracking, lacking right there in that classroom. But my thing is, if you don't touch me, I'm not gonna worry about words that you say. I was always taught to never, pass the first lick and stuff like that. So as far as I'm concerned, you could talk all day and you'll never get nothing from me. But if you put your hands on me, baby, it's WWE, and I mean that. So, yeah, and there was another time. Now, this is when the whole friendship grew. This was when everybody was going through it, y'all. Everybody, like, we had all split up. Like, it was just me and the other girl, and then the other two girls that would always be trying to play on my top. Um, some stuff had happened, and I know, like, she made a Facebook post and then I responded to it. So when I do try to respond, now you upset. So she tried to come to my class and yelling at me in the hallway and oh and da 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 da, and she got mad because, like, now I'm like, you doing too much. Like, no matter what happened, I just felt like as friends, our beef should not make it to the internet. It should not, you shouldn't even be doing all of this in front of people like that. Like, and that's what she was not understanding. But I mean, again, that's my fault because I was letting it go on, y'all. But the girl, like, she came and was yelling at me in the hallway. So when I was like, okay, now you really doing too much. Now I'm not gonna let you punk me like that. Like, it was passing period and everything, y'all. So like, people was really out there, but she was only doing that, when you in front of people. That's the only time when they have that toughness, because they feel like you cornered. Don't nobody know you. Don't nobody really mess with you, or anything like that. And so, like, so now I'm talking my ish back to her. And so, oh, you raising your voice at me and woo woo. And I'm like, sweetheart, I mean, you ain't finna get that crazy with me. You not finna get that crazy with me. I'm not that much. I ain't that shy. Like, I will get with you, but I just feel like I knew how to pick and choose my battles. Some stuff was big enough and some stuff was stuff that's like, bro, I'm not even worried about you that much, and you're not even finna, you know what I'm saying? My anger was really too expensive. Ladies, make your anger expensive. Be slow to anger. Be as slow as you possibly can. But at that point, it was just like, okay, you know what, girl, you going too freaking far. And I forgot how it ended. I know, I think a teacher or one of our other friends, somebody, I think it was another student, somebody came and got her out of the hallway. But my thing is, you literally standing here, we face to face. Don't try to, you know how people get when somebody try to hold them back. Now you jumping in as like, bro. Girl. Girl. Be for real. Cause when nobody holding you back for about the 5 minutes we was standing in that hallway, be for real. And I don't be understanding when friends be like that, especially when you got my address. You could have pulled up. Stop playing. You wait till you in front of people. But it was just like so many instances like that. Or I remember with other friends that I had, if we had fell out or had a disagreement or whatever, because I really can't say fell out, because I was always taking these friends back after they did the things that they did. And so I really like to just say disagreements at that moment. And I remember we weren't talking for a little bit because I was like, you know what, I'm sick and I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna let y'all play with me no more. So I was just ignoring them. I wasn't even speaking to them. So I came into class one day in the period that we all had together. It was like me and two other girls, and all of a sudden, now I was a little thicker in high school, y'all, a little bigger, like, which really, I really wasn't just that big. It was just the clothes that I wore was like a little oversized. So y'all get the picture. And so I walked into the classroom, sitting down, minding my business. I went and sat at a whole nother side of the classroom. I'm not sitting at the table, which I know more. I can roll by myself. So I walked in, sat down, and all of a sudden all you hear is bon appetit. Bon appetit. So I guess they trying to, make fun of me, call me fat. I like to eat, whatever. So what? I don't care, because when I was y'all friend is, oh, and if you are a bigger girl or somebody that's on the thicker side, like, you know this, you have heard this before. I guarantee you. You not big, you not fat, you just got big boobs, or it's just this, or it's just that. Baby, you ain't got a lot of me. I know I'm big, but I still love myself though. The face still, you know what I'm saying? The face card still never declined at all. So yeah, but it's crazy how that when we weren't cool at the moment, now all of this stuff matter. But I just didn't like that, because my thing is, I don't understand why people feel like when you're on the thicker side, taking a jab at your weight is something that's supposed to make you feel insecure. Every bigger girl or girl that's on the thicker side is not always insecure about her weight. Some girls actually like to be big. Some girls actually like to be on their thicker side. And just because you're on a thicker side don't mean that you're unhealthy. My old mentor was somebody that was on the thicker side, but she was more so shapely. Go to the doctor. Everything is fine the way it is supposed to be. And for her height, she was not considered obese or anything like that. She did not have any health problems, health issues, was not on any medications. So when people bring up that weight stuff, stop letting them, oh, well, it could be a health risk. Worry about your own health. Mind your own health. Mind your health. Mind your own health, baby. Okay? So I was just like, if you thought that was supposed to be offensive or hurt my feelings or make me cry, it wasn't. Mind you, these girls were the most insecure girls. Like, every day they came to school complaining about something about themselves that they did not like. And I never understood it, because for the most part, I was always very secure with myself. And the things that I did not like about myself had nothing to do with my looks or my body. Y'all would be surprised what it was that my insecurities was at that time. Like, literally, it would be stuff that people wouldn't even think of. It wasn't my looks, it wasn't my body, it was not none of that, y'all. So that's why I was like, is that supposed to offend me or what? So, like I said, I was just always being the butt of jokes in friendships. So I remember, like, I had another friend that she would really use my personal life, and that's what kind of made me, I feel like, just throughout life, like, we young, y'all, we learning, like, you don't know until you know. And she would use my personal life, or always try to make it like I was some type of dumb female or something, or like she would always try to little girl me, like try to teach me something. I'm just like, baby girl, this ain't that. This is not that. Or like be trying to compare my life and all sorts of stuff. And I'm just like, child, I can't be mad at nobody but myself, because had I not opened my mouth, you wouldn't even have the opportunity to do that. So ladies, keep your mouth shut. Keep it closed. It'll save you the drama. Sometimes in friendship groups, another way to avoid kind of being the butt of jokes and things like that, especially when it comes to your personal life, you don't have to tell so much. Even if these are your closest girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. That is very much so a good example. You don't have to let your girlfriends know every detail or aspect about you, because some females don't really stick to this invisible girl code that we think that we have. The moment that y'all fall out, watch how petty females get. So it's just best to leave a little mystery about yourself. Keep some things to yourself, because, child, you will be surprised at the things people will try to say when y'all into it. So just keep some things to yourself. Like it'll save you so much drama in the end when it comes to friendships. Like any of your family problems, financial problems, whatever, just leave it to yourself. And those were ways to kind of like tell if you are being the butt of the joke. And like now I want to kind of get into why you may be and how to really go about it from this point forward. We're older now. We need to start recognizing the signs. And if you are young and somebody that's in high school that's watching me or in middle school, shout out to my young ladies. Um, it's best that you start working on that now. Like that kind of has a big part to do with, your self-esteem, which that stuff is not easy because a lot of that comes from your home and your household and the type of self-esteem that was either is or wasn't built up in you. So we need to start working on that and taking accountability so that we really ain't walking around here, feeling played like that. And so, a number one reason why you may have kept being the butt of a joke within friendships or anywhere is because you didn't recognize the signs when they were first doing it. You didn't really recognize the test. Before people go in and they really start doing the most on you or keeping it going, they're gonna just start off small first. And they was like, dang, I could say that to her, or oh, I could do that to her, and she really didn't say nothing, and she just shied away, and like they could tell it bothered you. But if you're not gonna speak up for yourself, that's their green light, and you didn't have the knowledge at the time to be able to recognize it. So like I say, y'all, I believe in you don't know until you know sometimes. Like I just truly believe that. And if you didn't recognize the signs, you just don't know until you know. Like I said, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you don't really have like the guidance or active family members or parents or anything of that nature, you kind of go through life and you really just having to learn and pick up on stuff. So don't feel bad about it. Don't feel crazy. It's okay. All that matters now is that you know better, so you need to do better. So you let people slide whole time that feeling in you is still lingering. And the thing about it is you may forget what people did, you may forget what they said, but you will never forget how they made you feel on the inside. So it's important to not be letting people get away with that stuff. And now that you recognize the signs, and I just gave y'all examples a while ago, y'all please pay attention and don't be letting people play with you like that. You know better, so it's time for you to move different, sis. You need to move different from this point out. It's okay that you had to, bump your head and learn through trial and error. If anything, life is gonna always be the best teacher. So it's best that you went through it. But now you got that knowledge. Now you can share the knowledge like I'm being able to share the knowledge. Cause I was one of those ones that had to just bump my head and, learn through trial and error. And that's okay. I'm sharing this knowledge now because I got it so that y'all really don't have to do it. All right. And number two, you let yourself be gaslighted. So let's say, you do catch on and you do try to go ahead and speak up for yourself in the moment or the next time, it kind of happens again or whatnot. And they tell you the worst thing that a person could possibly be told. And y'all know what I'm finna say. Y'all know what I'm finna say because if this has been you, you've heard this saying before anytime that you try to speak up for yourself. So let me hit y'all with a drum roll, please. Oh, chill out. You being too sensitive. It's just a joke. Don't play with me like that. I'm not crazy and I know what I feel. And yes, I am one of those people. If it hurts my feeling and I feel some type of way, then yes, we gonna talk about it. We gonna nip this in the bud. I feel how I feel. You can't tell me how to feel. So yes, y'all. They all of a sudden, oh, you too sensitive. Chill out. It's a joke. Like I literally hated hearing that. Like that's the worst thing that you could tell somebody. But this also goes to show you that these ain't your people. They don't really care, because if they did, they gonna, oh, okay, my bad, and they gonna try to correct it or whatever the case may be. But to be set up there and told that, oh, it's a joke, you being sensitive, I don't care. I don't like that, and I don't want you to joke like that. So you need to stop and bring it down to a minimum. It's simple as that. So they gaslight you and you let them, and so you kind of go silent and back up. Another green light for them. Especially knowing that you triggered by that now too. So this is the kicker, y'all. Now that they know that they can gaslight you, the next thing that they gonna try to do, because they will do it again, they will try it again. What they gonna do is they gonna make that same joke, and then they gonna go, oh, let me quit before she get the crying and being a crybaby. She's sensitive. Wow. Tell me y'all ain't heard that one either. Go ahead and tell me that y'all ain't heard it. I just feel like that's the worst. And that really goes to show you, like, these people ain't your people. And that brings me to my next point. Number 3. The reason why you get to stay the butt of the joke is because you just simply don't remove yourself. I've said in my feeling like your play video, go get it a watch. When people don't respect your presence or your boundaries, you need to give them your absence. Don't let people keep doing you any kind of way and you just stay. It makes you appear weak. It makes it look like, oh, okay, I can play with you. And sadly, the way that human nature is, they're gonna keep going just to really see how much can they get away with. I want to see just how far I can take it with this girl. She ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't said nothing. I wonder what's her buttons. What do make her mad? What do make her really stand up? Like, you know what I'm saying? I wonder what will really get her to stand up. So they gonna keep pushing and fiddling around trying to figure out which button that it is, and they gonna push and push and push just to see how far that they can really get with you. So if you spoke, because like I said, I was in therapy, you guys, and my therapist had told me I had what they call like a fight or flight reaction. And she was telling me like the unhealthy ways that I dealt with things that would trigger me, or people that would trigger me. And I'm just the type, I'm getting ghosts. I'm just getting out your way. If I feel like I've been in this situation before, this looks all too similar, I'm out. When you have already addressed it, you give people a chance, like you bring it up to them like, hey, I didn't like that joke that you made earlier, or when you said this about me, or you brought this up about my life, or, the other day I feel like you got too mad and you really did the most, and that kind of hurt my feelings to see you act like that with me or whatnot. You bring it up to them and you give them a honest, chance with a reasonable time frame to really correct it, but they do it again. Now you actually have probable cause to leave their friendship or leave their relationship, whatever it is. I mean, shoot, at this point, both applies. Like, you actually have probable cause to just actually leave. You always want to give people the chance to be human and like, oh, okay, I didn't know if they really was, not like that. Give them a chance. Speak up. But after that, all bets is off. Because at this point, I remember the best advice that one of my god cousins had gave me a few years ago. He was just like, you don't have to put up with anything that you don't like. And if you are still there at that point, it's almost like you're choosing it. So if you don't like it, it don't make you feel good, then why not choose something different? And that has stuck with me to this day. So shout out to my big cuz. But yeah, like you don't have to keep putting up with people doing that weird stuff. Like people just so weird. And y'all know how I feel about that word. I do not like that word. But people like that is weird. I just don't like the word when it really just pertain to, people being who they, really are. But y'all, for me to say that word, people got to be really weird out here, So yeah, if you don't remove yourself and you just kind of sit there and just keep taking it, like there's like really being somebody's personal punching bag. Like you don't get tired of being punched on. Like okay, like at that point they gonna play you like they favorite song on repeat, and they gonna keep playing it and keep playing it. And at that point, it ain't even their fault no more. It's yours because you don't have to take that. You can put a stop to it. Simple as that. That really brings me to the close of this video. So y'all, I really hope that this video really stood out to y'all because I'm pretty sure that we all can relate to this. I'm pretty sure we've all done been there. And if you are the one that's making fun of your friends and they done brought it up to you and you still think like, oh, it's just something small, you don't know what's going on with them. You don't know how what it is that you're doing is making them feel. So don't be the friend that gaslights them, because I understand there are two sides to the spectrum. We ain't always the victim. And if you are the one that's doing it, please stop. Like for real, please stop. I don't care if you just think it's something small. Oh, look at the way your ear shaped. That ear could be their biggest insecurity. You don't know what folks is going through. That's just like I said earlier. People may forget what you said. They may forget what you did, but they ain't gonna never forget how you made them feel. That's just like if I take this piece of paper, my notes for this video, and I just go, this was how my words made them feel. My jokes made them feel. Now, let me take this paper and, you know what I'm saying, try to put it back together. Look at this. It's dang near ruined now. Like I could tape it up and make it look decent, but that separation, that crack, that's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of how you coming at people and the jokes that you make or whatnot. And if somebody speak up and they seem not to like it, respect that, honor that, and stop playing with people. Okay? Stop playing with people like that. All right? So like I said, I hope this video really, really, really resonated with y'all. And do me a favor, please let me know your experience in the comment section. How did it turn out for you when you realized that you were being the butt of people jokes, and how did you handle it? Leave some more advice for people in the comments. If there's anything that you feel like I missed in the video, leave it down in the comments below. And like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, baby. And be sharing these videos. If they helped you, please share it for somebody. I know it'll help them too. All right. Thank y'all for coming to my channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.